An uncontrollable force, unlocking life and unleashing chaos. As our planet heats up, the weather is getting more extreme.
Yeah, it's behind us. Go, go, go!
More terrifying.
Oh, the house is going, the house is going!
And even more catastrophic.
Get away from the windows now! Come on!
With incredible self-shot footage.
Oh my God! Please, pray for us.
From the front line of fear.
I just remember thinking this. Are you joking? Is that what was coming at us?
We witness firsthand.
It feels like you're in a war.
The wrath of Mother Nature.
I thought for sure he was going to drown.
There is nothing you can do to stop a wall of flame that's devouring everything it touches. No, 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 no.
From twisted tales of terror.
Unbelievable.
Go!
There was warnings out there, but I underestimated Mother Nature.
Earth-shattering natural disasters.
All we see is like the ocean just coming towards us.
And stories of sheer destruction.
Everything around you that you worked so hard for, just gone.
We meet the people who have stared death in the face.
It's terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
I don't think either of us intended to get hit by the core of the tornado.
And survive the full force of the world's deadliest weather. Coming up.
No!
In Mississippi, one couple take on a terrifying tornado in their car.
When I saw that first tree fall in front of us, that's when I completely lost it.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
In Utah, a raging inferno threatens drivers
Oh my gosh!
on the highway to hell.
I really did think that we were going to die.
What do we do? I don't know.
We're just sitting here. We're just sitting here.
And in Texas, Hurricane Hannah slams into the coast and goes on a brutal rampage across the US-Mexico border.
The level of destruction was catastrophic.
Tornadoes are one of nature's most violent storms. Easter 2020 in the US. During a 2-day outbreak, 140 tornadoes touched down across 10 states.
Tornado! Tornado!
Sparking a tornado killing spree. The strongest tornado was rated high-end Ef4 with wind speeds of 190 miles per hour. And it occurred in southern Mississippi, home to Scott and Lisa Ward.
I've been in Mississippi most all my life, and typically the weather gets pretty rough. I'm gonna say we have a tornado 3 to 4 times a year within 50 miles or so of here, so it's not uncommon at all.
Despite their frequency, weather addict Scott has never got up close to these violent rotating columns of air.
I've always loved strong thunderstorms. I've always wanted to see a tornado and never seen one.
On Easter Sunday 2020, reports of a tornado emerging start coming in.
We could hear in the distance what sounded like rumbling thunder.
It never stopped.
Yeah, it never stopped. And then we noticed it was moving across the sky.
It's no mere thunderstorm that Scott and Lisa can hear. It's the unmistakable roar of a tornado.
It was getting closer, but it wasn't coming straight at us. It was going at a diagonal in front of us, so we knew that it wasn't going to get us.
But Scott and Lisa's relief soon turns to concern for the property of family members living just a few miles away.
Since my brother and his wife weren't home, we decided to go see if it went through their yard or hit their house or whatever.
I was worried about his brother and sister-in-law's house, but didn't think anything about another one coming. We thought the danger was over, but it wasn't.
Although they can't see it, Lisa and Scott are now dangerously close to a second tornado.
We took another route coming down Highway 13, and when we got about probably 7 or 8 miles south is when we found ourselves in it. And there was nothing we could do about it.
I was scared to death.
Oh my God!
I could hear things hitting the side of the vehicle. Debris, tree limbs, rain, heavy rain, going completely sideways across the road in front of us. There was no turning around and going back. Trees were everywhere across the road.
I was completely terrified. But when I saw that first tree fall in front of us, and the top came out of it and started coming towards us, that's when I completely lost it.
Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Tornadoes can turn trees into lethal missiles, and Lisa and Scott are right in the firing line.
I could handle the leaves and stuff blowing and the small limbs, but when the bigger treetops started breaking off and flying through the air, that's when I couldn't take any more.
Oh my God!
I was just hoping that these treetops that were breaking off and coming towards the vehicle were not going to come through the windshield. And it scared me to death, thinking I wasn't going to see my mother anymore, my daughter, my grandchildren, my son. I was scared to death.
Oh! Oh God!
But Scott and Lisa are experiencing the tornado in very different ways.
I was a little bit giddy because I'm a bad weather maniac. It was, to me, amazing, you know, watching these trees just get sheared off all around us.
I was not amazed. I was scared to death.
I was trying to calm her down. I was a little bit alarmed, you know, don't get me wrong, but she
Tell
was...
me, be cool.
Yeah, you were about to go stupid over there. At that point, there was nothing we could do about it. I mean, we were there, this was happening. Let's live through it and settle down.
I wanted to knock him out.
It's gone. I think I'm just seeing a tornado.
Oh my God!
The tornado finally hurls itself away.
I was so happy that the storm had passed. We could get out of there. But I was mostly very happy that we made it through it, and I was able to tell him again that I loved him, and I wanted him to know that.
Hey!
Love you.
Love you!
Love you too.
And he said he loved me too, so
Yeah.
it made it all better.
Lisa and Scott have a lucky escape.
The one we were in, it was a EF3, and I believe they said it's upwards of 165 mile an hour winds. The path was about a mile wide, and it stayed on the ground for 82 or 84 miles.
It is an unforgettable experience, but one Lisa is keen not to repeat.
What an idiot I was to get in the vehicle with him and go looking at storm damage. I'll never do it again.
That was it.
That was it. He's on his own next time.
Okay.
Although Lisa and Scott survived, the tornado ripped through the state of Mississippi, wreaking havoc. 14 people lost their lives, and thousands of homes and businesses were completely wiped out.
I always really get concerned about the people it actually hits, so my heart goes out to them.
People lost their lives and everything they had. So we were just fortunate we were where we were when we were there. We weren't lucky to be in a tornado, but the exact spot we were in, we were very lucky.
Tornadoes. These rapidly rotating funnel-shaped clouds can reach speeds of 300 miles per hour. And those who get in their way should be wary. In Alabama, ahead of them, a tornado is touching down, tearing up electrical poles.
Holy cow. Oh my God.
And blocking their path.
Oh my God. Right there.
Proving that when Mother Nature gets road rage, you're best staying out of her path.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
In Virginia, it's hard to stay in lane when you're being tailed by a terrifying twister. The tornado broke local speed limits, but thankfully spared these petrified passengers.
It's moving along. It's okay. It's okay. It's going.
England rarely gets tornadoes, but this dust devil makes an unannounced appearance as it terrorizes the town of Northampton. Wildfires, an unpredictable force of nature, which can quickly claim casualties by ambushing its victims and cutting off escape routes. Driven by strong winds, a wall of forest flames can travel at over 20 miles per hour, fast enough to overtake a runner. Those who cross paths with a raging wildfire do so at their peril. In the US, the state of Utah is particularly prone to wildfires, and early 2020 sees record-breaking numbers of fires unfold. But the startling statistics don't deter David Hunt and his son Griffin, who hail from California.
We went to Utah for a wrestling tournament, and we were driving back to Long Beach, California. I think we had 10 people in the van. The weather was extremely humid and it was pretty dry. It might have actually even been record heat. I think it was one of my teammates was saying. We were on the I-15 freeway, and in the distance, we could see a pretty good-sized plume of smoke. We thought initially maybe it was a controlled fire, but as we got closer, traffic got heavier and heavier.
Oh, wow.
Bone-dry brush lining the freeway creates a potentially deadly diversion for motorists.
It was definitely interesting and completely unexpected.
Oh no.
Also in the traffic jam from hell are tourists Alyssa Winder and her mother, Tina Christensen, from Las Vegas.
We saw a big sign that said, wildfire ahead, but since there were no detours, no road restrictions, we didn't think anything of it. We figured that they probably had it contained and that it was safe for us to keep driving forward.
What the heck? What's like coming towards us?
We can see it.
But their dream getaway is taking a U-turn directly into danger.
Oh my gosh.
And to add to their worry, Alyssa's 11-month-old son Cole is in the back seat.
We would have never continued on our way had we known what we were in store for, ever.
Stuck on the same highway, David, Griffin, and the van full of friends are unaware the flames are edging closer.
We have to go back and we have to take a massive detour.
But friend Stacy in a car up ahead can see what's coming and calls to warn them.
She's calling.
Hi. U-turn.
We literally went from a real jovial mood where we just thought it was, good times, and then scared for our lives, for sure.
The fire's right there. Look, you can see the fire coming over the ridge.
Look at that. It's coming right now. Wow, it's right here.
It was scary. Whoa!
Gators! That is wild.
Dude, this is real.
We could literally feel the heat from the fire, and the wind was blowing hard, and it was moving so fast.
Oh, you feel that heat, huh? Oh my God.
We really felt like there really wasn't much time to figure out what to do. So fear of the unknown, which way to go.
Wow, it's coming real close.
Max, we gotta get out.
It was definitely a consideration that we abandon the vehicle and just make a run for it.
Relax. Everybody needs to chill out. Seriously, everybody needs to chill out.
As winds drive the flames, the danger is getting closer to where Tina, daughter Alyssa, and Alyssa's baby son Cole are trapped in their car.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh. We could start to smell the smoke.
What now?
What do we do now? It was just a really scary, in-the-moment situation.
But hemmed in by cars, they are unable to turn around.
We are stuck. There is fire coming at us at an alarming rate. I can't move forward. I can't reverse to get out of the situation. I really did think that we were going to die. What do we do? I don't know what to do.
We just sit here.
But Alyssa continues to reassure her mother.
We just stay here. Just stay here.
The flames are now meters from their car, but they have no escape route.
Just stay here. Just stay here.
I was scared for my daughter and her baby and for their life.
Just stay. Just stay. Just stay. Stop moving. Just stay.
But just when it looks like the flames will engulf them, Alyssa spots an opening.
Go. Go straight.
The most frightening part for me was thinking, is the fire gonna stop? Is the fire going to catch our car on fire? Is it gonna jump the road and continue on? Are we gonna be okay?
Nice and slow.
Griffin and his dad are also critically close to the flames.
I don't even know how to explain, the way the heat felt.
This is crazy.
The wind was pushing the fire towards us.
And we're quickly realizing that people turning around out of fear.
What is that guy doing? We're making progress.
He's trying to get it where he can turn around.
We got to a place where we couldn't proceed because there were cars in front of us. So we were kind of forced to really have to pause for a moment.
The wind's going forward. We want this to pass us first.
And we were able to look around, realize that, okay, wait a second, it looks like the fire's burned out.
Look, it's already burning out right there. Yeah, it's burning out, so just wait.
And maybe the best course of action is to turn back around, which is what we did.
We're the only ones doing this, let's go!
We easily could have made, the wrong decision. Who knows what the result of that might have been.
No, I think we're good. Dude. I think we're good.
Despite some casualties of vehicles, all passengers survived.
It's just all dead smoke now, Mom. It's fine.
But the memory is scarred in their minds forever.
Looking back now, we understand how much the wind and the weather played into our scenario.
Oh my gosh!
It was scary. It really was.
What do we to do? I don't know what
We just sit here. We just sit here.
The wildfire charred 3,000 acres before being stopped by firefighters on the ground and in the air.
The most frightening part was at that moment where we're at a standstill and the fire's getting closer. You could feel the heat from the flames.
Whoa! Haters! That is wild.
We were definitely lucky, no doubt.
It took 3 large air tankers, 4 helicopters, and 30 fire engines to bring the blaze under control.
It was definitely a learning experience and has definitely showed me and my mom that Mother Nature has a beautiful side, yet also a very dangerous and terrifying side.
Bad weather can quickly throw journeys off track, creating a road to ruin for commuters and pedestrians alike. In Alberta, Canada, taking out the trash takes on a whole new meaning, as rogue rainwater sends this trash can packing. In Washington, USA, a concrete road is no match for this ferocious floodwater.
Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Oh, boy. That was crazy.
In France, this bus is unfazed when rush hour is ravaged by rainwater. A hurricane is a terrifying, rotating, high-speed windstorm, and the warm waters in the Gulf of Mexico provide the perfect conditions for these ferocious weather systems to form. In 2020, the first hurricane to emerge is Hurricane Hannah.
With Hurricane Hannah being the first landfalling hurricane of the 2020 season, Jeff and I were obviously ready to be in a storm and we were itching to go.
Storm chasers Jeff Mangum and Gabe Cox have been hunting down extreme weather together for 7 years, but they are still seeking the ultimate experience.
We've been hoping to enter into the eye of a hurricane together for a lot of years. And we're friends, so we want to do this together.
With any hurricane chase, the goal is to get into the eye of the hurricane. And with Hurricane Hannah, it was no different. We were aiming for the eye.
Jeff and Gabe arrive in Baffin Bay, South Texas, to get their first glimpse of the hurricane hitting land.
It was not a big city. It was just a small, quaint town. And all the residents were boarding up and getting ready for a worst-case scenario. Started off with light rain, a light breeze, and then it just gradually, with each gust, got a little bit higher and a little bit higher until the eye wall came on shore.
As Hurricane Hannah slams into Texas as a Category 1 hurricane, the coastline is taking a battering.
The waves started to build, and they built to a level that we weren't expecting. And that's when we started to see pieces of dock start to get ripped off by the storm surge.
I think that's the first time our heart started picking up in its pace.
But for Jeff and Gabe, this is just the beginning. Now the hurricane is on land, they want to go in pursuit of the ultimate storm-chasing experience.
What we really wanted to do was to get into the eye of the storm.
As storm chasers, when we're chasing hurricanes, the goal is always to get into the eye. It's just such a unique feature of a storm.
As they head for the eye, the storm is getting more intense. But Jeff and Gabe want to feel its force firsthand.
The wind was nearly pushing both of us over. We had to really strain to stand upright in this hurricane. The rain that was hitting me, it felt like people were shooting pebbles at my legs. But as storm chasers, that's what we love. This is the weather that we dream about. This is the stuff that, since we were kids, we've been trying to get into. So while, yes, there was some fear and anxiety being in that location, to just feel the full effects of Mother Nature in such a raw and powerful way, for us, that was just exhilarating.
It's hard to gauge what the wind feels like until you're out in it. When we were in that eye wall, it blew my mind how intense the winds were. Small pieces of debris that hit us in a hurricane, they don't feel small. They're coming at you at 100 miles an hour, maybe 110 miles an hour in gusts. And so every little thing that hit us left a mark. I finally told Gabe, I can't handle it anymore. Like, it actually hurts.
Jeff and Gabe are in a wide open area, putting them at risk from flying debris.
We were stopped at a crossroad on this highway when all of a sudden a stop sign got ripped off its post. It was a healthy reminder that, hey, even though we're in the middle of nowhere, there are objects that can go flying. That stop sign could decapitate anyone in the area.
After 14 hours, Jeff and Gabe finally arrive at their dream destination.
We are in the center of Hurricane Hannah.
We had never gone into the eye of a hurricane before.
The eye is a circular area right at the center of the hurricane, surrounded by a ring of towering, rotating thunderstorms.
You can hear the frogs, birds chirping, getting mosquito bites.
It was completely calm and really peaceful, but we knew that was not going to last too long.
Pretty surreal.
The calm eye of the storm gives Jeff and Gabe a false sense of security. The worst is yet to come.
There's a certain point on a hurricane chase where your adrenaline just gives out, and we were starting to reach that point. But being in the eye, we were only halfway through the hurricane. We still had the second half of the storm to go through. It was starting to get dark at that point.
We were fatigued, we were hungry, we were just exhausted.
But we had to drive back through the second half of the storm on this highway at night as hurricane force winds were crossing in front of us.
Hurricane Hannah is unrelenting. Will Jeff and Gabe be able to dodge the lethal debris on this highway to hell? In the French Alps, in the department of Savoy, lies Lac de Aiguebelette, one of the warmest natural lakes in France. It is also famous for its lack of wind. And this, combined with high mountain terrain, makes it the perfect playground for daredevil paragliders like Sébastien Wattier.
J'ai toujours aimé l'adrénaline. C'est vrai que le parapente peut amener une grosse dose d'adrénaline.
But to soar in the skies, weather conditions must be just right.
Il faut pas qu'il pleuve, il faut pas qu'il neige, on peut pas avoir trop de vent.
On the 22nd of May 2020, Sébastien sets off on a cross-country flight. The weather seems optimal for flying, but this is also attracting a sky full of like-minded paragliders.
Ce jour-là, il y avait entre 40 et 50 parapentistes en l'air.
To stay safe in the sky, it's important to keep an eye on those around you.
J'avais trouvé une ascendance thermique et j'étais en train d'enrouler mon thermique, donc c'est-à-dire que je faisais des ronds dedans, des cercles.
But as he rises in circular motion, Sébastien can't see the dangerous situation unfolding until it's too late.
Au moment de la collision, vraiment, la voile, elle s'est enroulée autour de moi. Je voyais plus du tout ni l'horizon, ni le ciel, ni le sol. J'avais toute sa voile qui me cachait le visage. Donc à ce moment-là, j'ai réussi à sortir la tête. Je regarde au-dessus de moi et je vois que mon parapente, lui, il vole toujours. Donc première des choses que j'ai fait entre-temps, j'ai mis la main sur la poignée de secours. Je décide de tirer mon parachute de secours. Je regarde la dame, je vois qu'elle a tout de suite tiré son parachute de secours. Et donc à ce moment-là, je comprends que c'est trop tard pour faire quoi que ce soit. Et à ce moment-là, on commence tous les deux à faire notre chute.
Sebastian has no control over where he will land.
On tombait à entre 8 et 9 mètres par seconde.
Hitting the ground at this speed could mean instant death.
On n'a pas le temps d'avoir peur. On espère qu'on va être raccroché par les arbres et non tomber directement jusqu'au sol.
Miraculously, Sebastian is saved from hitting the ground as his parachute gets stuck in the trees.
Je me suis retrouvé à peu près à 5 mètres du sol, mais avec rien autour de moi. C'est-à-dire que j'étais vraiment suspendu et je pouvais absolument pas attraper, que ce soit des branches ou un tronc ou quoi que ce soit, pour me sécuriser. Donc là, le risque, c'est le suraccident, à savoir si on bouge trop ou tout simplement si le parachute se décroche, c'est de continuer à tomber jusqu'au sol.
Fortunately, after an hour's wait, help arrives. And both Sebastian and the female paraglider who collided with him survive the ordeal unscathed.
Bah ouais. Les pompiers m'ont sécurisé et ils m'ont tout simplement fait descendre de l'arbre avec des cordes en rappel jusqu'au sol. J'ai eu aucun dégât, j'ai pas eu de griffure, aucun bleu, comme si s'était rien passé.
But the experience hasn't put Sebastian off his passion for paragliding.
Le lendemain matin, j'ai tout de suite revolé. J'étais constamment en train de regarder les gens autour de moi. J'étais pas du tout dans mon pilotage à moi, je regardais que les gens où ils étaient, qu'est-ce qu'ils faisaient. Donc oui, forcément, ça a changé ma façon de voler, dans le sens où je garde un œil sur les parapentistes qui sont autour de moi. Forcément, la nature, il faut toujours rester humble, parce que elle sera toujours plus forte que nous, et forcément, si on doit s'y confronter, il vaut mieux la respecter plutôt que d'aller à son encontre.
Paragliding is just one way Mother Nature can catch you off guard. And high-impact showdowns with the weather rarely end well. In the United States,
He's gonna die.
No, he's not gonna die.
a snow-covered slope makes for a high-stakes sledging session.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
The excitement was enough to knock this girl off her feet. She face-planted the powder, but was otherwise unhurt. In Florida, this man voluntarily walks into a torrent of water, but quickly realizes he's no match for Mother Nature. After a deep dip, he eventually escaped unharmed. In Colorado, icy conditions should be treated with caution. After gracefully pirouetting to an eventual stop, both drivers were okay, but were left white as a sheet. Back in Texas, 4 hours since it first made landfall, Hurricane Hannah is wreaking havoc on Corpus Christi Bay as 90-mile-per-hour winds rip apart this marina. An alarm is raised for 3 people trapped on their boats and at risk of being swept out to sea. An elite swift water rescue crew are called in. Heading up this crack team are supervisors Kevin Deramus and Charlie Abney from Texas A&M Task Force 1.
On 3, we're going backward. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
There was 3 different people on 2 different boats. An elderly couple in their mid-80s located on one boat, and then a 47-year-old gentleman located on another boat. These people lived in these boats, and at the time, during daylight, were refusing to evacuate and felt like they could ride out the storm. As soon as nightfall began to set in, several of the boats had been breaking loose from the marina, and their particular boats were taking on water from some debris that may have punctured holes in their boats, and they rapidly changed their mind, needing off their boats.
First, the team must quickly determine where exactly the victims are.
That boat right there? Yeah. The big one pointing towards the shore? Yeah. That elderly couple, 80-year-old. See the light? Yes, I saw it. Coming from the boat up here. That's got the 47-year-old.
With the boats located, they now need to come up with a plan to get the victims safely to shore. And time is not on their side.
The dock had almost completely obliterated, and there was debris everywhere. The boats were hardly staying attached. One of the boats in question had 18 straps, and 17 of them had already broke. With just the one strap holding it on, it was starting to bounce around in the bay, and now it was taking on water.
They need to get the rescue boat in the water, and fast.
Going rear first! Rear first! Receive!
But working in a hurricane is no easy task.
This particular storm came with 3 to 5 foot surge and then 3 to 5 foot wave heights, which makes it difficult when you're doing rescues off a boat.
The waves were a lot higher than normal. It created a difficult entry and exit point for our boat squads.
As well as the high-speed winds, the water is littered with debris.
This particular storm brought a storm surge, which was above the concrete wall, which made the crashing and the breaking of the waves actually on the boats. So it made this particular marina break apart, caused all of the damage to just break loose and kind of look like a minefield.
Despite the challenging conditions, finally, the boat is ready to launch. But the team have no idea what might await them in the darkness.
Our only chance to get these victims off successfully is while they were still strapped into the marina. Once the boat broke off, we would have had to try to chase it through the bay and keep up an even speed with it and try to get the victims off, which we knew was going to be nearly impossible.
For Kevin and Charlie, it's an agonizing wait from the shore. Their only point of contact is via radio.
Receive, shoot early off first. Come right back to this point.
Against all odds, the team saved the first victim from the life-threatening situation.
Just go down to the edge, help him get off the boat.
I think for me, it was almost like an exhale. Once I could physically see him in one of our boats, I felt a lot better about the whole situation.
The other 2 victims are saved shortly after.
They were cold, wet, and maybe a little bit hypothermic. They'd been on that boat most of the evening, probably 2 or 3 hours. They were covered in water, but overall, their health was great.
The next day, the full extent of the damage becomes clear.
The level of destruction that hit this marina was catastrophic. The amount of debris that was piled up along the concrete embankment and the array of boats that were just scattered throughout the marina really kind of put it into focus about how bad the conditions were that night.
For Kevin and Charlie, it was an unforgettable experience.
Anytime you look back and look at an event like this, there's a certain level of excitement and kind of pride that goes along with it. The hours and hours of training that we put in pays off.
1, 2, 3.
We respond to events where Mother Nature has been at its worst. And so we as rescuers definitely have to have that respect for Mother Nature. I think the first time that you decide that you're not going to respect Mother Nature, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
But Hurricane Hannah is still on the rampage and heading for Mexico. Wild weather comes in many guises, and when it's man versus Mother Nature, the elements usually come out on top. In California, this group have a brainwave and attempt to outrun the ocean. But the surf turfs them off their feet, leaving them stuck between a rock and a hard place. In Alaska, heavy snow seems like a heavenly sight. But with snow this thick, it's hard to see the wood from the tree. In California, a huge tidal wave gatecrashes this gathering, wiping out everything and everyone in its path. It's all hands on deck to help the injured. Everyone survived, but this man had to find another way home. On the 26th of July 2020, Hurricane Hannah continues its rampage across the US-Mexico border into the Mexican state of Nuevo León. Now a tropical depression, it unleashes a torrent of rainfall, triggering life-threatening flash floods.
Toda situación que nos toca atender pues siempre es un reto diferente. Ninguna emergencia o ninguna contingencia es igual.
Ernesto Jesus Morales Garcia is part of the civil protection team responding to the crisis.
Hubo vialidades afectadas por el paso del huracán Hannah, muchos puntos afectados, que hubo socavones. Entonces, pues es muy común que la gente se queda en las corrientes o en áreas donde se inunda.
In the early hours of the 27th of July 2020, Ernesto receives a call. A group of friends in a car have been swept away by the fast-flowing floodwaters. One person stays by the vehicle, but two other friends have been dragged away by the current. This young man could fall from the tree and be swept away by the floodwater at any moment.
Esa persona ya estaba en mucho riesgo, ya estaba muy cansado. El agua estaba fría, el clima estaba fresco, pues fue al amanecer. Ya tenían mucho frío ellos, prácticamente ya estaban con hipotermia, ya el cansancio ya los empezaba a vencer.
Time is critical, and the rescuers must act fast.
Okay. En la cuenta de 3, te vas a dejar caer y te vamos a jalar.
Tenía mucho miedo, no quería aventarse, tenía miedo.
Te estoy viendo, no te voy a dejar ir, yo voy por ti aquí.
Entonces tratar de convencerlo de que estás seguro, aquí estamos nosotros, vas a hacer esto, tú nada más te vas a aventar el agua, nosotros vamos a hacer el resto y la misma corriente te va a sacar.
No me voy a dejar, no te voy a dejar, cabrón, ya fui. No, échale.
Y le contábamos, bueno, a la cuenta de 3, te vas a aventar el agua.
1, 2, 3, vámonos.
Llegábamos al 3 y no se aventaba.
¡Estamos aviéntate!
Y otra vez hablar con él o convencerlo.
Aviéntese. ¡Te estamos agarrando! 1, 2, 3.
Llegábamos al 3 y no se aventaba.
Échale. Sobres.
Así lo hicimos varias veces hasta que logramos convencerlo y logramos hacerlo.
Ni ven, ni voltees, estamos aviéntate.
2,
3, ¡échale! No, no, te estamos agarrando. Te estamos agarrando. Ven, ven, ven.
Suéltate.
Suéltate.
Suéltate. Suéltate. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Dale, 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 dale. Dale, tranquilo, tranquilo. 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 Ya estás aquí. Dame la mano, pon, la otra. Vente. Vente, vente, ya estás afuera. Ya estás afuera, ya.
Thanks to the heroic rescue, the victim is dragged from danger and checked over by the emergency services.
¿Ves que se fue, machín? No pasa nada, no pasa nada.
But the daring rescue mission isn't over yet. There is another victim, trapped in a nearby tree.
Ya cuando estábamos ahí con él fue cuando nos dimos cuenta que era menor de edad, que participemos en un rescate y haya un niño, un bebé, entonces son situaciones especiales para nosotros. Aunque él estaba fuera del agua, arriba del árbol, igual corría mucho riesgo, ya se veía cansado también.
The boy faces hypothermia if not saved soon. So the rescuer takes a leap of faith, making a beeline for the boy. His struggle is over, and miraculously, both victims escape with just minor cuts and bruises.
Tuvieron bastante suerte estas personas en salir con vida, era una corriente fuerte. Tuvieron mucha suerte de que alguien también los haya visto cuando sucedió el arrastre, porque si nadie los hubiera visto, estuviéramos contando otra historia, entonces tuvieron bastante suerte.
In Mexico, Hurricane Hannah dumped more than 18 inches of rain, causing catastrophic damage. At least 3 people lost their lives, and hundreds of people had to evacuate. Across the border in Texas, Hurricane Hannah left a trail of destruction, battering towns and crippling communities. The total damage cost nearly $400 million. And after a nail-biting drive, storm chasers Jeff and Gabe made it home unharmed. And the experience has only strengthened their fascination with bad weather.
With Hurricane Hannah, it was the first time we were able to actually get outside in the elements and enjoy the intensity of a hurricane. It was a lot of dreams coming true.
There's something inside of us both that draws us to storms. And to be able to stand in the eye wall of the hurricane, I wouldn't have traded the experience for anything.
In this episode, we've witnessed the brute force of Hurricane Hannah. We've seen how a terrifying tornado can wreak havoc on an entire US state. We've learned that road tripping with a raging wildfire is a frightening ordeal.
Okay, go, 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 go.
And next time, there will be more. Because deadly weather stops for no one.